Good afternoon, everyone. Uh, my name is Steven Cohn. Excited to have you here. We're going to start in 1 minute. So let some more people kind of drip in, and just some before we get started, some friendly reminders that we have a chat here that you can ask questions for. I got some awesome teammates, Heather and Colin from marketing and sales leadership to monitor the questions so they can help us out. So leave any questions as we go through. And looks like we have a bunch of participants, 21 participants already. That's awesome. So I'll wait 1 more minute and then we're going to get started. Just a real quick introduction, and I'm going to get into a little bit more detail. My name is Steven Cohn. I'm the current CEO of ProductPlan, and I'm excited to talk to you about today. We're going to talk about Winware, but we're going to talk about our bigger vision for ProductPlan and what we're going to be doing. We're going to share some of our roadmap with you and what we're planning to be building over the next year or so. We'll give it another 30 seconds for people to trickle in, and then we'll get started right away. All right. Unless anyone disagrees, let's get started. Great to have everyone here. I really appreciate it. I know everyone's busy. They have a lot on their plate. I'm honored that you took some time to learn a little bit more about Winware and product plan and our vision. The vision that we're going to talk about today is the product intelligence platform. We're going to define that. We're going to show you how Winware fits in. I'm going to demo Winware, which is new functionality that if you have a product plan license, it's included in your license. There's no additional cost. So you have overnight, you got new capabilities for research and discovery capabilities that we're excited to share with you, but we're also going to share some of our vision for the future. Broadly speaking, we're going to talk about what we call the product intelligence platform. What is that? What does that mean? It's the intelligence layer that helps teams decide what to build, why it matters, and how to win before you build. We're going to be focusing a lot on that planning and prioritization phase of product development, that messy phase from idea to roadmap, help you understand what actually belongs in the roadmap through prioritization, stakeholder, customer, as well as research. So that's what we're going to be building a lot. Of course, we're going to continue to develop the roadmap capabilities. We have a whole lot of exciting stuff that we're going to talk about. We're actually going to do a webinar in late February to about the roadmap capability and the stuff that we're going to be doing to enhance that. So I'm excited to share that with you. But today we're going to talk about the product intelligence platform, which is for that prioritization and planning, phase of the PDLC. So I'm going to give a quick overview. We're going to talk about that vision. I'm going to give you an overview of Winware, live demo, and then we're going to talk about some future stuff in 2026 stuff that's coming out on the product intelligence platform. If you have questions, I want to hear it. Look, I'm a four-time founder, okay, and so as a founder, I'm a very product-led person, product-led leader. A couple of things you'll know as a four-time founder, which is that my brain doesn't work properly. Like, makes no sense to start four companies. That's crazy. But I love the challenge of finding product market fit. I love the challenge of going from zero to one and building. And the thing that I've learned through all these years of building product is the best way to build product is to co-innovate with customers. So I'm here today as a CEO, and I want to not only talk to you about some of the stuff we're doing, but I'm asking you to also engage with us and help us to find what we need to build to help you do your job better, make your job easier, and deliver ultimately products that your customers love. That's what we want to do. That's my vision, and that's my approach as a CEO is to co-innovate with a lot of our customers and our partners. On the personal side, I have an amazing wife of 23 years and two high energy sons. We're constantly at baseball fields. We're a big baseball family. We live in New Jersey. That's my LinkedIn connection there. I'd love to connect with you. That's my cell phone, my personal cell phone. and my personal email. Please send me an email. You can text me. Just let me know from a text like, hey, this is whoever from this company. I'm your customer and happy to chat with you anytime. I'm available to you. My job as CEO is to make your jobs easier for you to build great products. So the thing that I'm excited to talk about broadly today, besides the Winware demo, which I'm going to get to, is how this fits into our overall vision. And that vision is the product intelligence platform. I think of it as like that messy phase from idea to roadmap. What gets into the roadmap? What deserves the prioritization? For the roadmap. So we're going to be building this intelligence layer that is evidence based and fact based, and I'm going to share that with you. Okay. So when I think about understanding customers and what customers need, I think about it as this always on customer insights platform. So, what does always on customer insights mean? Well, your organization is constantly interacting with customers, whether it's customer success, sales, customer support, through social and or surveys. Surveys is a capability that I'm going to go through in a minute through Winware. But there's always there's this ongoing dialogue that you're having with the market, with their customers. Of course, you as product people, you can't be everywhere. So how do we still harness that information, that really rich information that's happening in these conversations, in these dialogues, and organize it and share it for you, share it with you? And that's what we're doing with the always on customer insights. Okay, I'm going to go through some specific details. Part of it's available now. Part of it we're going to be building over 2026 and ongoing. So I'm going to clearly show what that is. The first piece that's available now is Winware. And if you go to winware.ai, you can see that, and you have access to that right now. That is going to be integrated into ProductPlan directly. The goal is by April. Any work that you do in Winware right now will be moved over, so you're not no work lost. And if you want access to it, I'm going to share later on how to get access to it, but it's included. There's no upcharge. There's no any additional charge. It's a part of your ProductPlan licensing. The key core use cases that we do with Winware is research, understanding discovery work, etc. Your prioritization. There's some prioritization frameworks that we can help you with from a survey perspective, and validation, product validation. We do a lot of great projects with companies for new product validation. I'm going to go through that in a second. You can use Winware with internal, so your stakeholders to try to get stakeholder feedback, whether it's executives, your peers at different functions, your individual contributors across sales or customer success, etc. It's a very easy way to kind of capture feedback across the board. Your customers, you can use it for your direct customers, and I'll go through that in a second. As well as we have a panel we work with 4 different panel providers to source people. If you want to go out and source people, if you're like, I don't have access to customers, or there's a new product we're going after, we have access to a panel to do that. For B2B audiences, everyone's LinkedIn verified, and you see their LinkedIn profiles. For consumer audiences, it's self-reported, but we can actually access those profiles as well. We have 3 different AI agents. We have an AI moderator, which I'm going to go through in a second. This is a true breakthrough of using AI to really, really take your asynchronous survey-based research to that next level. I'm going to show you that in a second. It's a pretty slick technology. We have a research agent, which helps you interpret and synthesize your findings, results. And we have Agentic AI for education, so creating content from that information with Gen AI. So let me show you the AI moderator. This is like kind of the bedrock of how Winware built a great customer base that really loved our product. And the best way, instead of telling you, is to show you. So let me hit play here. The AI moderator is interactive. As soon as I click speak your answer, I'm going to start explaining my answer to that question. Let me back up for a second. And just show you, set the stage here. What we're doing here is this is a survey In this case, we can do surveys off of a prototype or a demo video or something like that. But what we're doing here is we're capturing feedback in an interactive way. So that's what the AI moderator is going to do in the middle of the
AI
session.
moderator is interactive. As soon as I click speak your answer, I'm going to start explaining my answer to that question. And the AI moderator is going to interpret the answer in real time and ask follow up questions. I found it challenging to find the playbook button.
Can you describe what made it challenging to find the playbook button? For example, was it the placement, the label, or something else?
Okay, so that's what's exciting about using AI. So historically, as product people, we love having conversations with our customers and doing usability and really digging deep on certain things, and that's awesome. But you can't always be there. You can't always do it, and so we get busy, and so sometimes we don't have the time to actually do that discovery work. Whether it's just regular survey questions or open text questions, or whether you're getting feedback on an asset like a video, product demo video, or a prototype, what the AI moderator does is ask follow-up questions to increase the level of specific and actionable answers. And it does so, and the results are just absolutely phenomenal. So let me click over to kind of show you some product, jump into the product. But we can do anything from prototype testing, backlog prioritization, voice of customer research, and then also messaging testing. So when you log in, this is what your it's going to look like inside of Winware, but it's going to be inside of ProductPlan again by April. A couple of quick capabilities. You have different products you can do, so you can have different product teams run their own research, and you can simply create a test from there. But before I get into how to create a test, I want to show you the results and what you're going to get. Okay, so you have the ability to have screener questions, which you can filter off of. You're going to get really nice results of multiple choice questions, rating questions, and of course, when you get to the text-based questions, you're going to get really detailed answers. You're going to see when you run research through Winware with the AI agent, the level of detail and specific information you get is so much better than any other survey product you've ever used. And the idea is that the AI moderator asks those follow-up questions. In addition to the raw results, which of course you can download if you want, we have a research agent. And that research agent goes through and creates summary of the research findings. And to avoid hallucinations, the way we built our product is it looks for specific quotes from the research and organizes them together and extrapolates them up to themes. So you will get strengths and weaknesses and actionable recommendations. But the key thing here is we're sourcing that through direct quotes from the research. Okay, so you have the confidence to know who actually gave you the quote and that it's actually aligns to the theme here. In addition to that, to the research agent, we also have the campaign agent, which is what I was mentioning, that lets you create educational content, whether it's a blog post or LinkedIn post or an email sequence. It can take comments from the research and help you transform that into content for you, and does that automatically. I forgot to mention the research agent obviously not only has the summary but also has a chat agent. Of course, it's an AI product. That way, you can ask the chat agent any questions about the research, and it'll actually look into the research and provide answers for you. It can create summaries for you, etc. This is an example of what the survey would look like. Again, if you want to send this out to your own stakeholders or your own customers, you get a shareable URL just like any survey. You can send it out. If you want us to source people for you, we can source with our panel. This is the experience. You can have an interaction message here. In this example, we're doing like a usability test. We're testing a prototype, and this is just a Figma prototype, right? So I'm
Ask. Please try to create a new playbook using this prototype. Share your thoughts out loud.
Okay, so I can do all this. All this is being recorded, and I can go through the multiple choice questions, the rating questions, and the text based questions. Okay, um, and so all that's being recorded, whatever. So that's a usability with the prototype, but you also have the ability to do it off of a video or anything like that, where it's just kind of a static thing. Okay, so that's basically a quick overview of the Winware product. Again, we have oh this is let me show you real quick the how you would set up a test. So really simple. You just click the create new test. Again, you could select whether Winware audience, where we do the recruiting. You could select decision leaders or individual contributors, job function, job title for B2B, company size, etc. For consumer, we have all these demographics you can find if you want for consumer products. And if you want to source with your own audience, whether it's stakeholders or your customers, we have one customer who did a customer survey on a new feature, like a prototype. They use their chat agent to ask people inside the product if they wanted to use it or give feedback. And within 2 hours, they had 30 people test a prototype for a new feature. Like a phenomenal response, easy source, low friction, got great feedback on their prototype, made updates, etc. So that's a great use case, but also stakeholder feedback is another great use case. Okay, so now you have your screener questions. Screener questions are for making sure you get to the right audience, and that way it helps you screen in and screen out. You can kind of customize that. We have survey templates for you that help you get to questions. ChatGPT is always a great. It's loading slow. Bad internet here. ChatGPT might have has is a great partner for getting questions, but we have also question templates here, backlog prioritizations, like an easy use case. You just select that. We also have testing a prototype, persona research, all kinds of question templates here. But backlog prioritization is a common one. You can put your initiatives in there if you have videos or stuff like that. You can get them to rate how valuable it would be, ask for more specific answers. And then we also have a ranking question where you can kind of have them rank from their prioritization. So that helps you understand how your audience thing. And if you have a screener question for internal stakeholders based on job function, that way you can know what your sales organization wants, what your customer success organization wants, or prioritizes, etc. Different stakeholders you have. Just get to the test summary and hit launch. If you're sourcing through your own customers, your own audience, there's no additional fees or anything like that. If you need Winware to source your ICP, there's different fees depending upon if it's an individual contributor or a decision leader. It's charged on a per person basis. And you can either use a credit card directly through the platform, or you can ask for a purchase order or something added to your purchase order. But that's only if you need us to source participants for you. And if you're sourcing with your own customers or your own audience or your own stakeholders, there's no additional cost for that. So let me get into now plan capabilities. And again, the vision here is what we call always on customer insights. So we want to build this product intelligence platform that helps you really understand what your customers want, what your stakeholders want. And the idea here is, yes, surveys fit into that. It's a piece of it, but that's a proactive piece. And we want to also harness all the different things that are happening throughout your organization, all these different touch points, whether it's CSM calls or support emails or email threads or sales calls, etc. So we're going to give you a way to kind of capture that and harness it, transcribe it. Now, the question's always going to come up. What about privacy and security? So let me just hit that one on the head going up front. First of all, we're SOC 2 and GDPR compliant. So we follow all the rules. We believe in, deeply believe in information security, super critical. If you don't want to share PII with us, there's still ways to get value out of this. out of this platform without sharing any customer name or information. Okay. And of course, you always ask the customer, is it okay if I can record this call so I could share that with my team? So if you do share, the information of who that customer is, we can then organize them by persona. So you have all that information not only captured by persona, but also by idea and initiative. So the idea here is your CSM team might meet with 30 different customers last month that all said basically the same thing that they need, but use different language to describe it. So that's a great use case for AI. So what we're going to do is we're going to capture those calls that you shared with us. We're going to transcribe them. We're going to look for direct quotes and feedback on product and competitive landscape. And we're going to start not only capturing those quotes, like I showed you in the research agent, what we do. We're going to do the same thing for calls and different engagement. And then we're going to organize them for you, self-serve organize for them. So now when you'll have this information of what is planned for the of what needs and features requests are have. You'll have direct quotes and evidence to back that up of who's actually making these requests. If you're in product long enough, you've done this game of telephone with sales and support, and I say it with love. Sales aren't always great at telling product people exactly what the customer wanted. They usually paraphrase, and sometimes there's a miss. So what this does is it actually captures it directly for you. You can pull out the quotes. It'll pull out the quotes for you and keeps it organized. And the goal here is to really, harness that information and have it at your fingertips as a product planner, product person. Of course, because it's like I said, because it's AI, you're going to have it not only that information organized by persona and by theme and initiative, but also you'll have a chat agent where you can ask follow-up questions, and it'll look across the entire product intelligence platform, give you answers with specific quotes and specific references for challenges, needs, or pain points, or different things like that. Like I said, as a founder, I learned one thing, which is like the best way to build products is to collaborate with customers. I want to work with you. I want to understand your needs, and I want to build great product that delights you. And so the best way to do that is to work directly with us on some of the stuff. We want to show you prototypes. We want to show you some of the stuff we're building. It's really going to be cutting edge stuff, really forward thinking stuff. But the goal here is to harness the power of AI and the power of research to directly capture the voice of your customers, organize that, synthesize it so you have this information accessible at your fingertips. The surveys that you have right now is just the first piece. We're going to do a whole lot more to it, but I want to hear your use cases. I want to hear your needs, and then we can build together. So scan that. It takes you to a quick landing page that our team put together where you can sign up to kind of get early access and be a part of that program. Love to have that. If for some reason you don't have access to it, just ask your CSM and we'll get you set up there, and we'll go from there. Okay. If you want to get started with Winware, again, it's included. We charge like a $5,000 kind of base license. That's now been included in your subscription, so that's incremental value for no additional cost. And so if you go to winware.ai, and in the top right corner or in the middle there's that button, start your free trial. You can sign up. Just let your CSM know so we can change your permissions on the back end so you have full access to it. And then we expect full integration by spring 2026, where everything will be moved over, so you're not going to lose any work. And we can set up a demo for your broader team if you need a demo or anything like that. We're here to help. Q&A. Ashley Spearman said she has some she'd love to chat about your launch features within Product Plan with some ideas. So love to kind of meet with that and answer any questions you have around there. Any questions on the product intelligence platform? Any of the stuff that I went through? All right, I'll throw out some questions as we're waiting on waiting some stuff because I've been doing this for a little while. So oh, okay. So if you have questions about use case, so our marketing team gave me a thought, a question, a provocative question. If you have questions about use case, can you use this for this use case? Let me know. So some of the common use cases, we just did a product validation project for one of our customers that really awesome. I think we're going to do a public case study soon with them. They had a new product idea that they wanted to validate. They wanted to actually go after a different customer segment, not show it to their customers. They created a couple of short demo videos off of prototypes, and they ran a project with us. They used our panel, and within 1 week, we got 50 decision leaders to watch a demo video of this new product. And there's actually three different demo videos, a total of 4 minutes worth of demos of different prototypes broken down, and answer a bunch of questions about needs, competitive landscape, budget, who's the decision maker, key criteria, all that type of stuff. That changed the PRD, that changed their product direction, and that was awesome. We did another project. Office Space. That's actually a public case study that we have. And same thing. We actually got 115 decision leaders to review a new product, successful launch. So product validation is a great use case. Feature validation is another great use case. Lower friction. You can use your own audience to do that. I showed you the stakeholder prioritization survey. That should save a lot of time. I spoke to a director of product management last week. He said he spends about 40% of his time just internal stakeholders getting prioritization and needs and why they say it. And then he has all these meetings, and then he's got to kind of keep notes and transcribe it all. Like using Winware through that prioritization framework survey that I sent to save a tremendous amount of time, and it's all organized for you and synthesized for you. Um, and so that's another great use case. Okay, so some other questions that are coming in. Yeah, so how does WinWare use from some of our customers to accelerate the PDLC? So, I think we're entering the golden age of product management. There's never been a more exciting time to be in product, just because of the speed of what's happening and what's changing, and the speed in which you can build. It used to be building was the hard part, would take forever. The friction to building and the bottleneck to building is dramatically collapsing with AI. Now the hard part is figuring out what to build. And so this type of rapid way of getting real customer discovery, like deeper than just a survey, but not as extensive as a bunch of one-on-one conversations, which we know we love, but we don't always have time. That's the way to kind of expedite the PDLC. Uh, okay, let's see here. And Andrea said, one of the things we'd like to incorporate into certain annual user groups is a breakout session where we run through the current workflows of a product or discuss what we like to do to enhance the workflows or improve efficiency. Does Winware have the ability to leverage either in a group forum or in-app the survey group throughout the session? Okay, perfect. Great answer. Okay, so what Andrea said was they have these large group sessions. They have a bunch of people in the audience. Great question. How do you use Winware both now and in the future? Okay, to kind of make sure you're capturing all of that. So I can tell you what we do now, and then I can tell you what we're planning to do, like what we're planning to do in the future. So right now, the Winware survey capability is kind of asynchronous and one-on-one. So if you were to send that out ahead of time, or even in a group setting, had individuals kind of watch through it and go through it and kind of answer that, everything would be captured. In the always on capability, as we roll this out throughout 2026, recording that meeting, and then sharing that recording of that meeting into the product plan, always, product intelligence platform. We will then be able to do exactly, which is transcribe that entire call, assign, as long as we're knowing who the different speakers are, which ones are the customers, we'll be able to assign the pull out the quotes that are on product or feedback on competitive landscape or whatever it is. And that's when we can really start extrapolating that, and giving you insights on that. So the vision is to, for recorded calls, meetings, etc., to be able to capture that. But right now, what we have is that individualized survey base. Great question, Andrew. What other use cases can you think of where research or validation or prioritization, would be helpful? I'd love to hear that. Got a question. What drew me to joining Product Plan and selling Winware to Product Plan? Another great question. I just say, like I said, I think this is such an exciting time to be in product. It's really a game-changing moment right now that we're living through. And I think that product management is what we're going to be able to do in the future as product leaders, with the collapse of these prototyping tools that allow us to kind of quickly prototype through prompts, with the ability to create functioning product and code faster. All of that is just lowering that friction, which means that the most important question is, what should we build? What should we prioritize? Because we can do all this stuff now. And so that really speaks to product management and the power of product management. Another great question. What career advice do you have for product leaders as a former founder? I'm a builder. I love product and technology. I know AI is very, it's obviously exciting, but it's intimidating to a lot of people. And my advice is just throw your hands into it as fast as possible. I saw on LinkedIn there was a CEO who said he coded a CRM over the weekend, vibe coded a CRM over the weekend. I don't think vibe coding a CRM is a great idea, because there's open source CRMs that the tools can harness that code through open source as training. But I do think vibe coding your own product, like try it. Go to Lovable and try to vibe code your own product and see what it comes out with, and see like how close it could get, and ask it and stay on it and iterate on it, and see what capabilities, understand the limits. Not that you would use that product, but understand the limits, understand that, what's capable and what's not capable, and then, watch it as it continues to grow. Okay, another awesome question from Andrew. Let's see here. Is there any plan to be able to direct Winware at customer feedback uh, in app stores or online, to aggregate that? So customer feedback online, especially for the purpose of regular satisfaction temperature checks. Yes. So the ability to capture, Andrea, awesome. Thank you. Um, yes, the vision here is, wherever that feedback is, if it's online, to be able to capture that, harness it, and synthesize it, and keep it organized. So it could be in meetings, like you said, like group meetings. It could be on one-on-one calls. It could be on sales calls. It could be on CSM calls. It could be in surveys. It could be on forums. The ability for you as a product manager to feed that in as a knowledge base, as a part of the knowledge base, and then for us to synthesize that, organize it for you, and then have it readily accessible for you when you need it, where you need it, whether it's organized by themes, or by personas, or through a chat response where you ask a question and it kind of pulls that information. It's exactly the vision. So I love that you kind of, I didn't mention that example, Andrea. You did. That was a great kind of next step that you took, and that's exactly where we're going with this. We want to build the system of record for your customer and your target audience and your product, and truly understand, your product intelligence. What else? Any other questions? We actually have a really exciting thing planned for February around the roadmap. There's a lot of exciting innovation that we're going to be doing with the roadmap, and in February we're gonna do a webinar as well. Late February we'll do a webinar as well, where we're going to go through some of the changes in the vision we're going to do. But the kind of like teaser on that is, the roadmap is an opportunity to build that product intelligence as well. Right now, roadmaps are static and kind of like image based, but we think we have a vision where we can make those conversational and bi-directional, where your stakeholders can use that roadmap to actually provide direct feedback, through the roadmap. And that goes into that product intelligence platform. So now you can understand, as your stakeholders are looking at your backlog or your things that are planned, they can start to understand and give you feedback, and that's all organized for you, and synthesized for you as well. Any other question? Andrea, you're the star. I love it. Andrea asked another one. What about roadmap leave behinds that can have branding and disclaimers and be printed out or downloaded? That's a great idea. I think the point where we're going with that is, we already have the ability to embed a roadmap, like in a wiki or something like that. So like a company wiki. But we also plan to have it embeddable inside of slide decks, inside of other things where there's going to be some, ability to provide that two-way communication in other places, where your audience is. And so whether it's a slide deck or a company wiki or something like that, the ability to have a bi-directional conversation about the roadmap through the roadmap with your stakeholders, inside the platform that you're using, such as a deck or something like that, which is, I think, what Andrew was asking about. Um, no, if nothing else, um, thank you all for. I can stay on if we have more questions, but if not, thank you for your time. I know you're very, very busy. I'm humbled that you took the time to kind of come and listen and learn more. I hope you join the early access and you can, give us feedback and help us build together. That's my promise to you. That's what we're trying to do with the company is really build together. If you want to get access to winware.ai, just contact your CSM. Now we can get you set up. I'm happy to do a demo with you, and go through it. And I'd love to hear your feedback. I'm a product person. You're product people too. So, feedback is a gift, and sometimes it's not a gift we enjoy opening, but it's a gift. We gotta hear feedback to get better, right? So that's what we're trying to do. I'm happy to stay on for a couple more minutes, but if not, any other questions, thank you again for your time. Awesome. Andrea, Jolene said thank you. I appreciate it, Jolene. Appreciate your time. Andrea said I could sit and ask questions all day. I'm excited. Thanks for putting this together. Awesome. Andrea, I expect to see your name on the group. To sign up to kind of co-partner with us, and I'm excited to hear the ideas, and I love talking product. I can talk product all day too. All right. Well, no other comments. If you want to comment, in the future, you know how to reach me, Steven at Product Plan. And thank you very much for your partnership and for your continued trust in us. And we're going to keep trying to build awesome product for you. And I look forward to hopefully meeting all of you over the next year or so. And please feel free to reach out with any ideas. Unless there's anything else, I think we can end the webinar.